Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mike from Budget Gaming, back on World of Warcraft Classic on Budget MC, our off-tank shaman. Now, before we get into this video, I want to say that this one's going to be a little bit longer than the rest of them because I really want to put level 10 in here. I don't want to do another part before I hit level 10. So, alright, so last time we picked up all the quests in Mulgore that we had left. So I need to get some Wind Fury Talons, some broken tools from the miners, and some Trophy Swoop Quill. But first I need to cleanse this well with the wand, but that's in my inventory. Trying to do it without pulling anyone. There we go. Ooh. Alright, she's not coming over here. I think I got it. Sweet, I'm out. Peace. Alright, so just like the previous parts, fast forwarded through the running. And because I said this one's going to be longer anyway, some of the swoop kills and such that are just generic kills, I'm not going to slow down for all of them. Because we're already looking at about 2 hours for this video. Which is probably going to be the longest video I've ever put out. I'm sorry, not 2 hours, 1 hour and 20 minutes. For some reason I was thinking that was like 120 minutes. Alright, so here's the broken down caravan. This box right here is what you need to open. Sweet. Now I just need to run this down to that guy on the path that walks around. I'm not sure if I mentioned the add-ons that I use. As of this video, there will be some changes in the upcoming parts, but probably not for a while because I already have most of those parts recorded. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this cougar hitting me. So it may look like I don't have all my spells yet, and it's because I don't have enough money for them all because I decided to get my confession and my shield and stuff first. Although I think I'm going to stick with maces so I don't have to spend money on anything else, is basically the biggest reason. That might change later, I don't really know. I kind of, like, I just don't know, because I know that shamans can also use axes. I don't think they can use swords. But I don't know if an axe is better than a mace in any way. I know for healing it's not. Usually for healing you want to go shield mace. But I'm not trying to heal. I'm trying to tank. So I used to think that, or rather, I used to not know that mace had 2 different meanings. So I started playing World of Warcraft when I was like 9, so that's when I learned the term mace, and that's what I thought mace was. Mace is also a term for pepper spray, if you didn't know that. So when my sister was old enough and started carrying around pepper spray, because that's the country that we live in, she started calling it mace, and she was like, "Oh, I got my mace," or "Oh, I gotta run and grab my mace," and I always thought she was running to grab, like, a hammer or something, because that's just what I knew mace as, until I realized that she meant her pepper spray. But I personally have never been maced in the face, and I hope to never have to do it for any reason. But if I do have to do it, I'm 90% sure it will be because I'm either filming content or showing how it works, or I sprayed myself. So
how may I aid you? Farewell. What brings you here? Ancestors watch over you. Hail. Be careful.
I've been leveling a hunter, a night elf hunter, also with my friend Alex for some of it, and I think we're going to use them to record the Alliance dungeons, because I realized that as a shaman, I'm not going to be able to show you Dead Mines or Stormwind Stockade or anything like that, and I want Alliance players to be able to enjoy this content as well. So I may not have a whole series on the Alliance, because everything on the Alliance is pretty straightforward. However, I will be doing like a little mini-series or short inserts instead of episodes of this at some point of Alliance Dungeons. So be sure to subscribe, like this video, and you'll be seeing all that content coming your way soon. Enjoy. Awesome. So a little advice to anyone that's trying to play World of Warcraft but doesn't have any WoW friends. When you get to a certain questing area where the mobs are, which you can tell if you have Questy, or I'm sure any other quest helping add-on. But Questy is usually the go-to for most players. But yeah, so when you get to a questing area, invite the people there, because they're probably doing the same quest you are. And for the killing ones especially, it's much faster to do it with 2 people, because you have to kill the same amount. Like, so right now I have to kill, what, 8 Wind Furies? Or no, this is looting talents. Okay, so if this were killing 8, then we would have to kill 8 together, which is way faster than killing 16 separately. Like 8 piece. But this is looting, so it kind of doesn't matter as much with looting, because you end up having to kill double the amount so the other person can get it. But And guys, that's 100% true. I just told him that I'm loving Classic and I have no desire to go back to retail, and that is absolutely true. I've been loving Classic, and it's just reminded me of when I was younger, and it's way more fun, in my opinion, because it is grindier, which a lot of people don't like. So if you watch the first part, you'll know that I have mining. My plan is when I get to Ogremar to go get engineering. Apparently there's not an engineering profession teacher in Thunderbluff, which I thought was strange, but you know, I guess that happens. I'll be honest, on the Alliance side, Ironforge and Stormwind both have everything you need. Doesn't matter which one you go to, because they're both just as big cities. And I believe here on the Horde side, Ogremar has everything you could possibly want, but both Thrisfall Glades and Thunderbluff are limited in a few things.
Closer. I'm out of range.
Man, being stingy.
It's too far away. Closer.
That one had one. I need 2 more.
My mana is low.
So in vanilla, I'm pretty sure that just having the profession of being a miner gives you an additional some % of stamina. And then engineering lets you build bombs, so you can do more damage and generate more threat. So it's really good for a tank. I will say that it is more effective to be an engineer on a warrior tank than it is for me to do it on the shaman, simply because shamans can't use ranged weapons at all. They use relics, whereas warriors, pretty much every warrior tank has a gun to be able to pull, because there was no like throw axe in the early levels anyway. So that's what they use, and so engineering lets you make ammo for guns specifically. It's really good on warrior tanks. Or paladins. I don't know if paladins use relics or ranged weapons. I'm not entirely sure, but so I'm gonna give this guy the earth root so he can use it. I don't need it, so.
It's too far away.
Sweet, I got all mine.
I'm out of range.
So yeah, so something that I guess you don't have to do, but I do it for everyone, unless I'm on a time constraint, is if I party up with someone to do one of these quests and I finish before them, I absolutely stay and help finish the quest with the other person. Because it's still going to be faster than me doing it by myself. We kill things a lot faster. I can loot things a lot faster. So, and we've been having good conversation, which I try to do in every party that I'm in. So, I will say that if I join a group and I say hi and I start talking and no one says anything back, then I have no qualms just getting what I need and leaving. Because that, again, is not a sense of community. The least you could do is respond to someone saying hello by saying hi or hello back. So as of today, the day I'm recording this, which is September 16th, We are exactly 3 weeks into the WoW Classic. I'm very excited. Again, it's been almost a month. I have no desire to go back to retail still. You guys are watching these parts a little behind because they take time to edit and record and all that. However, still, on my other characters, I'm enjoying this game so much that I have no need to go back to retail. Now, because I have so many characters, my highest level is still only 23. And that is my mage. But I have this shaman that will be at 15 shortly. And then I've got my blood elf, not blood elf, that's not in classic. My night elf hunter that's leveling with a night elf rogue that is also played by my friend Alex, which you'll meet in the next part. And then also I have my level 22 mage.
Peace, friend.
And I have a couple level 6 or 7s here and there as well. Just trying out different servers, trying out different classes, learning a couple things about different things.
May the eternal sun shine upon me.
Got my stone skin totem. I can now start tanking a bit more effectively.
What brings
I've got 2 of my aggro abilities.
What brings you here? Go in peace. Looking for something special?
So I'm not sure if I mentioned it in one of the previous parts, but I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how does threat work for PvP? So I never really played PvP in vanilla. I also never really played PvP in retail. I'm pretty much only a PvE player. I like doing the dungeons, the raids, the quests. I'm kind of bad at PvP because I don't have a good machine to run this game on the quality settings that it needs for me to see everything in real time. So PvP has always been something that I kind of avoided. Plus, I'm actually good at World of Warcraft as far as the PvE side, and I know that I'm not going to be good at it PvP, so I don't want to do that to myself, because I'll end up hating this game just like I don't enjoy Call of Duty anymore, or most other PvP games. Pretty much the only PvP game that I play right now is Rocket League, and that's not really fighting, that's like more racing and sports. So, but now that I have this totem, I can definitely quest and level easier. So this is the Bale Dun dig site, and this is for the quest that requires me to get broken tools, the dwarven digging. Basically, you just gotta go around and get those prospector picks that girl just dropped, and then you have to bring them to a forge. And I don't know if it means any forge, or if you just have to bring them to the forge in this area. I've always done the one in this area, but there's always enemies around, so I end up dying a lot. Oh, and there's copper over there. Is this gonna pull both? Sure is. Ooh. I'm not sure that I can handle that. Oh, and they can heal themselves. Lovely. And there's a third one. Alright. And try to run away. I really want that copper, but I don't know if there's a way for me to get it without pulling the whole camp. Oh, now this guy's over there. Okay, he's coming back. So maybe I can get rid of this guy and then just handle those other two myself. I don't have an interrupt yet, so I can't interrupt this frickin' healing. I wonder if I can sneak up here without pulling them at all. Probably not. Nope. Definitely not. Oh, great. He healed as well. And now I have no mana. I guess War Stomp is an interrupt. And they're healing each other. Back up to full health he goes, and running away is what I'm doing. Oh man. I was hoping that would pull them. Oh, that was baloney. That guy should have died. I definitely got my lightning bolt there faster. Whatever. I guess I'm not gonna get that copper. It's so upsetting. I really wanted it. There's nothing better on the Horde side than just coming and killing a bunch of dwarves. I need some milk. So I think I mentioned either in an earlier video or a later video that when I played vanilla, I didn't know about add-ons. So when I played in this classic World of Warcraft action bar way, and I also didn't know about key bindings or macros. So everything I had was click to cast, essentially. And there was no, I didn't use Questy back then, so that was always the best. So, but the reason I say that is because right now I don't have any add-ons for my action bars. I will be using Bartender, and I'm trying to program myself to be able to use Ring Menu. Ring Menu is this lesser-known action bar add-on, but basically when you hit a button, and I have mine set to Q, E, R, and F, because they're the closest to my movement keys, so they're the easiest ones to hit for me. So when you hit one of your key bindings and you can change them, a ring comes up around your mouse, and you can change how big the ring is, how many slots it has, all of that. And so you can set them up to do different things. So like, for example, on my hunter, my R is for ranged, so I have like my what's it? Target Hunter's Mark. That's the one. I've got Hunter's Mark on there. I've got I will have my aim shot when I get that from my talents. I've got my arcane shot, my serpent sting, my concussive shot, pretty much everything, all my shots and everything, and also my aspects, I believe. And then the next one is on F, and that's for melee. So I've got my Raptor Strike, my Mongoose Bite, my Clipped Wings, and my traps are on that one as well. Which right now I've only got the Fire Trap unlocked. And then E is for my pet. So calling my pet, dismissing my pet, feeding, mending, Scare Beast I think is on there as well. Eagle Eye, Eyes of the Beast, all of those. Beast Lore will be on that one as well when I get there. And then finally, my last ring is on Q, and that is my miscellaneous one. And that's probably going to be miscellaneous for all my accounts. And that's just things like my professions, my find mineral, find herb. On there, it's got my tracking beast, tracking humanoids. And that's basically it, I think, for the most part. But yeah, it generally falls into that category. I was also thinking, I was going to do it with the talent trees. So like on Mage, it's Arcane, Fire, and Frost. I was going to have one set up for Fire, one set up for Frost, and one set up for Arcane. That'd be cool. That'd be really good for lore purposes, like on an RP server. It'd be really fun. But as far as using it effectively, I actually have it set up to where my R is damage spells. So I've got my Firebolt, my Frostbolt, my Blizzard, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Explosion, Pillar Flame, and Scorch, and Fire Blast. All on those. Wow, I did all that from memory. I'm really surprised. And then my F is CC. So I've got my Polymorph and my Nova Frost on there. And there's a few other ones that are going to go on there later. And then my E is my buffs and debuffs. So I've got my Arcane Intellect, my Frost Shield, Mana Shield, Fire Ward, all of that kind of stuff. Amplify Magic, Dampen Magic, debuff to take it off of an enemy. That's all on that one. And so I really like that kind of setup. And then again, professions and stuff are on Q for miscellaneous. But it's a really interesting setup. It's different from everything that I've ever used. So it's definitely going to take some getting used to. But I got used to Bartender. Bartender is the other one I use. I've been using that one since, like, Cataclysm or Mists of Pandaria. I'm not sure when. But with that one, it allows you to move your action bars to wherever you want on the screen. So I usually set up like a U or a horseshoe shape around my character. So basically, you've got your left and right action bar above the Blizzard art, where you can see my shock and my totems are right now, and my war stomp. And then you've got the right action bar 1 and right action bar 2. So what you can do is you can go into the bartender settings and you can actually pull those from the side or from above the Blizzard art and put them anywhere on the screen, but they're still in bar form. So right now I'm probably going to die, but I'm going to break all my things. And then I'm just going to resurrect here. And now I'm just going to try to run without dying again. I think I made it. Pretty sure I made it. So yeah, action bar. So I'll put the... and then it also takes the action bar that is technically on top of the Blizzard art. It's technically action bar 1. And that's where my lightning bolt and my heal are right now. So I'll take those 3 and I'll put them right under the feet of my character. And then I'll take the 2 sidebars and put 1 on either side, making it a U. And then for my hunter, I put the pet bar under there. And that way, all my stuff is right in the middle. I take the Blizzard art away. You can actually move that as well with Bartender. You can move your bag bar. You can move your mini menu, which is where you see your character, the spellbook, quest log, social. What's that? World map, system settings, and help. And eventually talents when you hit level 10. That's the one that was throwing me off.
I've been expecting you. We shall meet again.
So then I also use one called Quartz. And what Quartz does is it puts basically a loading bar on your screen that you can move to anywhere. You can change the color of it and everything. And it shows you how long it's going to take you to cast whatever you're casting. If you're not casting something, it gives you a bar for how long it's going to take you before you swing again with your main hand or both. I guess I don't have a dual wield option, so I haven't been able to see that one in action. And then also, it shows enemy casting times as well, I'm pretty sure. I might have that one clicked off because I haven't noticed it, or maybe it's just not working properly. I'm not sure. But those are a few of the add-ons that I like to use aside from Questy. Also, there's one called Vendor. So I don't have it on this character yet, but I will. And what Vendor is you can set certain items to be sold automatically when you go to a vendor. And if that vendor has the option of repairing you and your items, then it does it automatically. Which that you can turn off. It's kind of nice. At the same time, I totally understand when you have broken gear and you're trying to buy something and you're like, oh, I'll just wait on the gear. Or I'm literally about to sell the stuff and get more gear. Why do I need to repair it if I'm about to get more? So now I'm going to clear out some of these wolves and such and try to go to the mine, the goblin mine. What's it called? Venture Co. There are some people that use thousands of add-ons. It may seem like a lot that I'm using. How many am I using? Let's see. Bartender, ring, menu, recount damage meter, which shows you the amount of damage of your group's output. It's really good for dungeons just to make sure that you're doing your own amount of damage and you're rotating correctly. I use threat plates for this one after I hit level 15. That way I can maintain threat better. Weak auras. Bartender. Did I already say bartender? I'm confusing myself now. Alright. Recount. Threat plates. Bartender. Ring. Menu. Weak auras. Deadly boss mod. Vendor. Quartz. I think that's all. I'm counting 8. I might be off by 1. I guess I could look at my Twitch client. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty good number. Now that I think about it, that's actually a decent amount of add-ons. I didn't realize I had that many. Of course, I don't use all of them on each character, and like ring menu and bartender I use in tandem because I like to get rid of the blizzard art and rearrange my screen. So probably not for a while, but in an upcoming part you'll see that my screen changed and I'll talk about it. But that's why it would. So now I need to kill these Venture Co workers. Ooh, I'm actually really low health here. I should not have done that one. I might be able to beat him. Oh yeah, I'll be able to beat him. So that, again, that's one of the nice things about leveling as a shaman, is that our mana regens so quickly that we can pretty much heal ourselves out of any situation as long as it's only one person hitting us. If it's multiple, then it reduces your cast time each time one of them whacks you, and it's just awful. Truly awful. Got a better shield? No. Not anywhere close to as good as the one I have. That's really weird. I don't like it. I think for the beginning levels, the stuff that you buy from the vendor is typically better than the stuff that you loot until probably about level 10. Which, by the way, I'm only one level away. We're already sitting at over 45 minutes. Hopefully I can blow through this level. I believe my friend Alex, he is playing Orc Warrior, but I believe he's going to go Herbalism Alchemy, because he's not planning on tanking, and we're not playing, you know, professional here. So, he's going to get that, simply because I learned the other day on my mage, who also has Alchemy, that there's a potion of swiftness that you get pretty early on. That increases your run speed for 30 minutes. So, when we're leveling together, he can make those, and we'll be able to run faster, which is going to be super nice for the videos. Not that it really matters, because I fast forward through it anyway, but it's going to go even faster now, so. And it'll be faster actually playing it as well. Oh, got 2 cloaks there. 7 and 5. Neither are better than what I have on. I don't have any drink or food, so if you see me standing around, it's just because I'm trying to wait for my mana and health to get back. I also don't know why I said it that way. Drink or food. Usually it's food and drink. That's one thing, if you can befriend a mage, do it. They can conjure you food and water whenever you'd like. Provided that they like you and they want to. only seen one supervisor.
I'm out of range.
Guess I'm gonna go up into those caves and see if there's more supervisors. So they can supervise that hoe. You like it? Oh, this one. Good job. Well, hopefully there's nothing but supervisors right here, because that's what I need. I also don't know why I didn't just try to kill him in the first place, because I definitely need to kill him. I was just trying to get the chest first, but it doesn't really matter. There is another person over there, so I definitely need to get the chest first, otherwise they're gonna come steal it from me. Healing potions! Woo! Now we're gonna be just fine. I was playing on my hunter yesterday, and I ran out of ammo, so I was using my melee only. And this guy that I was questing with, he was like, "You should sure use your melee weapon a lot for a hunter." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm out of ammo." And he just laughed, but it was really funny. My hunter is a night elf, so I don't use bullets. I use arrows, mostly. Exclusively, so far, anyway. So engineers can't make it, which sucks. As far as I know, anyway. I'm not high enough into engineering. Maybe they can make arrows as well. Nope. No getting around them. I really just need one more supervisor. So I personally like to keep all of my profession mats in the back. Anything I'm going to keep, so like linen cloth, copper mine, rough stone, anything like that, I try to keep that in my last bag. Just because when you hit B, usually in vanilla, only the first bag comes up. And I'm not one that has a bag add-on. I'm not sure why. I've never had to use it before. I know there's one called Bagnon, I think it's called, and it combines everything into one bag. That's pretty okay. I personally enjoy having multiple bags, but maybe that's just me. I like to organize it, so. As in retail, one of my favorite functions is being able to organize your bags, so when you loot stuff, gear can go into one, mats can go into one, sellable junk can go into one, and I think that's all. But yeah, it's very nice. On my hunter that has herbalism, I usually go herb pouch for herbalism. I might get a mineral pouch on this guy. I'm not entirely sure yet. The hunters have limited bag space anyway because we have to carry around at least one quiver or ammo pouch. But a 10-spot ammo pouch, and each stack of ammo is 200. That's 2,000 projectiles. So you don't need more than one. But they do give you 10% increased ranged attack speed. So maybe you stack, 4 quivers, and you get 40% increase. I don't know if they stack like that. I'm not sure. I feel like that'd be kind of dumb to do, but maybe someone's out there doing it. If you've ever done that, let me know, because I actually really want to know if it stacks now. I'm not even sure if it stacks in retail. I forgot I need to go get Fitz Pocket's clipboard. And he's at the end of this thing. Also, when I add randoms, I try to put the loot on free-for-all. Because if I'm not trying to loot something, like right now I don't need any of this loot, then they can take it all, just for helping me out. It does hurt my money a little bit by doing that, because I don't get all the junk to sell, but it is what it is. Eventually, money is going to be easier to come by. It's like on my hunter right now, I'm level 18, and with a hunter you have to buy ammo, you have to buy all your skills, obviously, you have to buy your pet's skills. So you end up spending a lot of mana, and you have to buy multiple weapons. So after 40, I think it's 40, I'm not entirely sure, you should be able to dual wield. So then you have to buy 2 one-handed weapons, and then also a ranged weapon. So there's just a lot of hunters are very pricey, very expensive to play. And on that one, I've already got over gold, almost 2 gold. I feel like I'm forgetting to buy something. I must be forgetting to buy something on there.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh man. Get rid of those. A lot of people are playing warriors in Classic. It's an option. They're definitely broken at level 60. Probably the best raid tank in the game, in my own opinion and amateur experience. But they're very hard to level. They have no ranged abilities, almost no ranged abilities. And so really your only ranged option is to have a gun. Or some sort of ranged weapon. But yeah, they're all melee, so kind of hard to level, in my opinion. We're probably, so I feel like warriors start off really weak, and then they gradually get stronger. Shamans are the opposite. I feel like shamans start off really strong, and they gradually get weaker. And then also, hunters are pretty consistent. Rogues are pretty consistent. They fall off a little bit at the end, but really not that much. They fall off for PvE at the end, not PvP. Let's see, what else do I have? Mages are pretty consistent throughout. Easy to level. Good for PvE and for PvP. They're pretty much the middle of the road. Jack of all trades kind of class. Except they can't tank or heal, which sucks. If you want to experience this game for everything that it has to offer, I suggest playing either a druid or a paladin. But that's just my opinion. Or shaman. Shamans can tank. Definitely. Ooh, I might die. Ooh, boy, I'm gonna die. Oh, no. I actually managed to get out of there. That's exciting. Got literally 0 health. So I'm hoping I can get these claws out of the way. And then I can go turn in these quests and hit level 10. I'm hoping. I'm still not even halfway through level 9. Boy, I hope I hit level 10 in this video. I think between killing these and the stalkers and then turning in all the quests, I should be able to hit level 10. I'll definitely hit it in this video, but that's what's going to make it super long. Let's see, we're at 1 minute, or 1 hour and 5 minutes-ish. My estimate was another 15 minutes of video time. I think I can do that. It's about 35-ish minutes, 30 minutes of game time, because I fast forward all the running. Uh-oh. Run, 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 run. Okay, it's not coming after me. If something spawns right on top of you and you can run away from it, you have a pretty good chance of getting away from it. Because it takes them a minute before a threat happens. Not a legitimate minute, so not a full 60 seconds.
I can't carry anymore.
Sorry if you hear any rumbling in the background. This really loud car just went by, and it took about 30 seconds for it to pass by. And I think it's still going. I feel like it's down the road and I can still hear it.
Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
I really need to go sell some items, but I don't want to go back to town until I have all this quest stuff done. And just turn them all in.
Inventory is full. Well met. Ancestors watch over you.
Alright, I'm gonna sell my items.
Ah, I've been expecting you. Walk with the earth.
And here Jane has this thing where she will look at the TV, and so right now I just have
Something
Netflix up,
special?
and it's doing one of the montage of their Netflix shows. So right now it's showing One Day at a Time, and it's a picture of a family of 5, and it's switching between different things, so it switches from that to chef table, and every time it switches, it catches her attention. It freaks her out for just a second, but if there's people, she'll bark at them. I'm gonna have to get a video of this. She just keeps track of it. Alright, well now they're all playing. Two more. Alright, one more. Come on, we got this. One more. Where are you at? There's one. Let's avoid the stalker. Pro-life tip. Alright, that was the last one. So let's go turn in these quests and see if I hit level 10. Look how fast I run. The new stairs was going to be the hardest part of this video.
I've been expecting.
Ooh, that one didn't do it. Alright, I'm gonna go clean this well and hopefully that one will do it. Nailed it again. He's not even running after me. She's still going. She's got that.
What brings you here?
Yay, we hit level 10. Finally. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to grab my skills, and I don't think I'm going to grab... I might grab this quest, because this is to get my fire totem.
Peace, friend.
I'll just leave it for next time.
We shall meet again.
So that was the video. Thank you for watching so much. So next time, I believe we're going to meet up with Alex. We're at level 10. We'll spend our skill point next time. We'll get our quests and totems, and we will be on our way to level 15 for our first dungeon run. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified every time we upload. Bye!